Hello all, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing what I call what they secretly want you to know spread for all of my Sagittarius out there. So let's get after it. Okay. Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, rising Venus and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, rising Venus and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, rising Venus and Jupiter. Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. What do they secretly want to tell my Sagittarius out there? What do they secretly want to tell my Sagittarius out there? One more shuffle. What do they secretly want to tell my Sagittarius out there? Cards I need to see. Cards I need to see. Some of the cards that I need to see. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right. Okay. So, first of all, I want to tell you that they really enjoy spending time with you, celebrating with you. You most likely met this person at like a type of celebratory event, maybe a bar, something where there was like alcohol or something like that, okay? This person is single, all right? You recognize this person by them being single. They kind of enjoy being single, however. But there's just something about the interaction with you that's kind of changed that a little bit. All right, there's definitely an energy there where there's a sense of material happiness, abundance, fertility, and that's the key word there for you, fertility. So there's this fertility aspect that's going on now with this situation, with this individual rather. All right, and that's also how you recognize this individual. Fertility meaning they're beginning to look at you and say, you know what, you're a pretty decent, laid-back, well-rounded individual. I wouldn't mind having kids with someone like you. And that's pretty much, that's what has kind of put this thing into motion here. They were okay being single and solo before, but they're beginning to kind of change their perspective. Maybe it's because things are opening back up again, and there's kind of like this desire or drive inside that has been forced to be suppressed, now beginning to come out. Whatever it is, they're definitely blowing up your social media, letting you know for sure. And they're sending a lot of energy, and there's been a lot of communication with you and this individual over a lot of social media. Okay? Now, again, there's a lot of choices. This person is very much aware that they have other choices. You have other choices. Okay? So, they're kind of playing it a little tepidly. They're holding their cards close to the vest, so to speak. Okay, they're holding the cards close to the vest because they want, they don't want to seem like they're being too latchy or something like that. And so, but they're interested, and they know that they're interested, but they're just kind of playing their cards close to the vest right now. All right. This is a person looking at the big picture too, with the King of Wands energy. They're looking at the big picture, looking at the macro, not the micro. So this is a person thinking like, that's why I said this is an individual that's thinking, you're the type of person I would want to have kids with. And they really probably hadn't really thought about that before. And that's why they're kind of thinking, projecting things into the future. All right. And so, again, this is a person that's thinking like, it's really beginning to put things into perspective. Again, maybe because of the lockdown, they're starting, really kind of think about where they want to be in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. Really want to get serious about things because you never know what could happen. So that's pretty much that's what's really got the wheels turning with this situation. Also, here we have the World card. This could represent one of two things, maybe three things here. The first it could represent is things are pretty much going full circle. So this is an individual that has been in your purview for a little bit, all right? And things have come full circle. That's been the beginning, middle, and now we're at this point right here. So things have come full circle with this individual. There's also the aspect of this. It could also be some different ethnicity as well. Okay, so someone from a different culture, from somewhere, someone from somewhere else. Okay, there's also that aspect as well. There's also a third aspect here that I'm feeling here. This could also again, be someone from another part of the country, okay? There's again, it could be a foreign energy as well, someone from a different ethnicity than you are, but it also could be someone from a different part of the country as well that has traveled to get here. So, there's also that aspect as well. And finally, here we have the Knight of Swords, which represents this thing moving very quickly, very swiftly, and kind of cutting out all of the nonsense. So, the only thing about Knight of Swords energy, sometimes it has a tendency to kind of like be like a bull through a china shop, so to speak, because it kind of acts first and thinks later. And so this is really palpable. This thing is going to happen really quick. It's going to happen really fast. It's going to get right to the point. So, like I said, for now, they're holding their cards close to the vest. But in time, things are going to go bang. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen quick. It's going to happen fast. And it's going to happen precisely. All right? So, that's that. So, with that being said, let's see what are the blockages to you guys being together. What are the blockages to you guys being together here? What are the blockages to you guys being together? What are the blockages to you guys being together? What are the blockages to you guys being together? What are the blockages to you guys being together? One more shuffle. What are the blockages to you guys being together here? Okay, here we go. Okay. All right. So this was something. This can also be seen as a blockage as well. Knight of Swords energy. So before, it came out as they secretly wanted to tell you that, hey, this is going to be moving fast, or both through a china shop very precisely. That also could be a blockage too, because that may be a little bit too much too soon, too fast. All right. And that's what may be happening with this situation. It's going to be very, again, I said when it happens, it's going to be very precise. It may be a little heavy, even though they're playing their cards at the moment. They're holding their cards close to the vest. When they do lay it down, it's going to be the hammer's going to be laid down. It's going to be very, very heavy, very precise, and that may or may not turn out to be a turnoff. Okay, just saying. Also, the fact that you have Four of Swords here represents somebody contemplating, relaxing, reflecting. The fact of the matter here is it's not so much with them playing their cards, holding their cards close to the vest, and then when they lay it down, they're going to lay it down heavy. The approach here that they should take is just precipitously move slowly, okay, but steady, all right? What they're doing instead is they're holding, bam. In relationships, that's crazy. But, that's just, I guess that aspect of being single, they're kind of like out of the loop of how to really deal with relationships, how to really approach a situation. So they're out of practice. And so that's pretty much what's going on here with that. And that leads to potential disaster, okay? Because like I said, too much, too heavy, too damn heavy. And it can end up frightening you off. Also, depending on how you take it's proven to be disastrous. Now, there is this Ten of Wands here representing a removal of burden. So once they put it out there, this will be a huge burden off of them. And so the reason that this is a blockage is because that's not really the way you should think about a relationship. I really wanted to tell this person this. So once I get this off my chest, then it's out there. That's not really how relationships should work. Okay. And there is this sense of them just kind of wanting to relieve themselves of the situation. That's why I said they're going to hold close to the vest and then slam it out there. Not the wisest move, to be honest with you. Also, there's an aspect here of being generous and courteous. with one's time and energy and things of that nature, because there seems like there's going to be again, like I said, this person has been single for a little bit, so the generosity, the courteous aspect, you know, like I said, it's kind of like, you know, it's been on the shelf for a while, y'all, so it's like blowing off the dust, you know what I mean? So they're kind of like out of practice, out of step, so they're going to have to reacclimate themselves into the whole dating thing, and they're going to come off kind of being a little bit clumsy, and that's what's going on here. Also, the Wheel of Fortune, not so much moving in their favor. Most likely icy because of the approach. Okay. Also, there's an aspect here of, like I said, we got the King of Wands, so that individual thinking about the big picture and things of that nature. That come off kind of creepy. Just kind of just saying, it's good for a person to plan out. See where things are a year from now, 2 years from now, kind of plot and plan things out, okay? If done, it's not so much what you say, or in this particular case, it's not so much what you do, it's kind of like how you do it. And again, if it was like a slow, precipitous moving towards something, okay, a bit of courting that's involved here, then it would be a little bit different. Then you guys kind of like, you know, talk about the future, and you just kind of be playful about it, you know, kind of be a little bit more strategic, if you will. But a person that's kind of holding their cards close to the vest, being quiet about it, then slamming it down, it's kind of like, wow, where the hell did this come from? It's one of those type of things. And you know, it comes off a little creepy, like, damn, like, you know, wow, this is kind of heavy. And so that's what's going on with this situation. And finally, the fact that they have been single for so long, Nine of Pentacles, and they're kind of like out of practice. Again, these are all the blockages to you guys getting together. The fact that they have been single for so long, their rhythm is kind of off as to how to really approach people. And so, there is that. So with that being said here, let's see what additional information Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down. All right. What additional information Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? Guys, one more shuffle. Here we go. So, fragments. So again, as I said here, kind of doubling down on what I've been saying, because this person is kind of a little bit out of sync, if you will. Things are gonna kind of be fragmented, like kind of come in waves, if you will. So Spirit's saying, hey, just be prepared for that to happen. Okay, and it may come off as a little bit. Again, I don't feel anything nefarious from the situation. It's just gonna kind of come in a little staggered, a little stagnated, a little fragmented, if you will. It's not gonna again. So, the vibe's gonna be kind of different. All right, but there could be a connection here. All right. It's a possibility that you could really find a deep connection here. All right. And finally here, patterns. So this is a case where you're going to have to be a little bit nuanced here with your thoughts on this. This is the type of situation where you're not going to be able to really judge a book by its cover. More or less what's inside the cover, which means is what's in a person's heart, okay? Because things are going to come off kind of clumsy here. So you're really going to have to be like, you know what, let me kind of get past this and just see where they're coming from and see this person's soul, who they really are, all right? And if you do that, that's going to be a much better approach, all right? So that being said, I'm going to shut this thing down now. If you guys haven't already, please like, please share, please subscribe. This is a general love reading. It may not resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. You want to know a little bit more about your particular situation, again, the link will be below. If this does resonate with you and you want to know more about this particular situation, again, link will be below. Get a personal reading. I love you guys. I'm Adonis, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.